Hi guys, so over here I have an Asus ProArt Z690-CREATOR Wi-Fi motherboard which I wanted to unbox, and I haven't really gotten the chance to go through it myself, but here it is. This is how the box comes. Front, really plain, nothing much to see, and it should be next gen CPU ready. So I'm hoping I won't have to update the BIOS in order to install 13900K, because that's what we're going to use this with. So flip over the box to the back, and we have just a lot of print information. So built for 12th gen Intel Z690 chipset, 128GB of RAM, and can actually support dual graphics. So it's not like the other boards that you have like 16x PCI and then the other one is 4. Other features would be has 2 Thunderbolts, a lot of USB 3.2 ports, dual Ethernet, which I'm kinda really excited about, and yeah, a really good audio codec. So yeah, let's just open it up. So the first things which you'll get right out of the box would be these. So there's a support DVD, and there's a user guide for the motherboard. So pretty useful sometimes, but most of the time we just put it aside and go back to it when things go wrong. You get a QR code just to access the digital manual. Here we have some rubber pads for single-sided M.2 SSDs. So I think these rubber pads you use with SSDs. Here's one quite interesting thing that comes with this motherboard, which is a DisplayPort cable, like a short DisplayPort cable. So what you use this for is to connect, like if you want to use USB-C display, you connect one end to the graphics card and then the other end to the motherboard, which I'll show you in a bit. You get an IO connector thingy. So this is for the front panel connectors. It helps you connect the IO panel easier. So yeah, there's that. Next item on the list, you have 4 SATA cables for your hard drives, so that's quite plenty. And the last item which we got are these are holders for SSD drives. So the board is built to be like a toolless setup. So you get 2 extra, I don't think they're extra, but you get 2 holders for the SSDs. So that's nice. I really actually love this because the toolless design is really convenient. Next item would be this, the motherboard. And just to point out 3 things I really love about this motherboard. Number 1 would be over here. You get 2 PCI connectors, which are actually PCI 5, and they are wired to be by 8. So when you put 2 graphics cards, they'll actually wire to ×8×8. So you find the problem with the newer motherboards or the cheaper motherboards. This one, the top slot is usually like ×16, and then when the second one is ×4. So you think you're going to be able to run your graphics card at like full bandwidth, but that's not it. The second thing I love about this motherboard would be the dual Ethernet ports. So you have a 10G Ethernet port, and then the second port is 2.5G. What's the hype behind that? If you're a power user at home and you have like a NAS or a file system which has like really high bandwidth connection, you can use this port. So you just store your files in your NAS drives, and you can edit directly from the local network drive instead of having everything saved locally in your computer, and it will work okay. Third thing I love about this motherboard is actually these two ports over here. So it has dual Thunderbolt ports. What's the hype behind that? Normal USB-C or the latest USB-C, which is USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 times 2. The copy speeds or the transfer rate would be capped at around 20 Gbps, but Thunderbolt can actually do double that, which is up to 40 Gbps, and yeah, that's really convenient. I don't know if you guys remember the short cable I had showed you earlier, which had like dual, like two display ports. Display port cable, like a tiny short display port cable. This one you actually connect over here. So what that is, you can take the display output from your graphics card, and then it inputs over here, and then you can connect a monitor that uses USB-C, and it will be able to display through this port. So one port doing everything. Yeah, I guess that's it at the back. So Wi-Fi 6E, there is what's it called, this is just for the BIOS flashback button over here, which I might use. I'll just see, I hope I don't have to flash the board to use 13th gen. The next item about this motherboard would be the M.2 slots. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 PCIe 4.0 slots for SSDs, or let's say if we might find something that can be used with that M.2 slot, and all of them are PCIe 4.0. So Gen 4 SSDs you can use on all the ports. Quite useful. Over here next to the 24-pin power motherboard power, you have an extra 6-pin PCIe connector. So the reason for this is that you can actually connect this to run extra power to the PCIe slots, just an additional power, I guess, for stability, or if you have like a heavy duty card that pulls quite a lot of power. This is the heatsink for the, I don't know if these days they call it the South Bridge, but clear plastic, looks really nice. The back side over here also has like clear plastic covering up the IO. I guess it's like a shield. It runs all through. There is actually RGB over here at the bottom, so for guys who want to build like a fancy looking workstation machine, yeah, they put for you RGB. That's the Asus ProArt Z690 Wi-Fi motherboard. And just as a bonus, I thought I'd just grab something special. So over here we have the Intel Core i9-13900K. I just thought it would be nice to show what we're going to be putting on this motherboard. Has some really fancy packaging. That's how it looks from the front. There's nothing really special about the packaging, but it feels premium. And here we go. I don't know how many guys have built like 13900K machines in Kenya, but damn, that packaging is awesome. So you get your processor in this like WIFI looking kind of case. On the back there you can see Intel, really nice. Let's put this aside first. I see something interesting. You get a book for your processor. I doubt I've ever really read through this, but yeah. How do we even open this? I'm guessing, yes, there it is. The Intel i9 13900K in the flash. I guess I don't know what the hype was. I just wanted to see the case. So yeah, I just love the case. That's it. And let's see how this build will turn out. Hope you enjoyed it. This like brief unboxing, and thanks for the support.